We continue to follow breaking news this afternoon on an arrest that is linked to a massive story with national security implications. Of course, WBZ I-Team investigator Cheryl Fiandaca joining me now. Let's talk about what happened in Dighton today. The accusation is that this National Guardsman, Jack Teixeira, who's 21 years old, was taken into custody. Tell us why federal agents were outside his home.
Well, federal agents were involved from the beginning investigating this with the Department of Justice, the Pentagon. Everyone wants to know how this 21-year-old got his hands on these documents and how they got dispersed on the internet into that chat group. As you can see here, this is the Dighton home where he lives, and you can see federal agents there surrounding the home.
Right. If you look closely here, right there in the red shorts, you see him clearly with his hands on his head. This young man is accused of going on an internet chat room, a site called Discord, where he oversaw a server where he was uploading and leaking sensitive where he's accused of leaking documents. And all we know is that we've seen this arrest today.
He's right in terms of what the U.S. attorney is saying about this arrest. It appears at this point that they are looking at the fact that he had access to these documents and he took these documents, and these documents later ended up on the internet because they were a part of a chat that he was involved with the group of people. Somehow those documents that were in that chat with that group got disseminated on the internet. The New York Times got a copy of them. They were on other websites as well. And the government now looking at how those documents got released. Now, these are sensitive classified military documents that have international implications. A lot of concern here, Paula.
So your I-Team sources have confirmed that he has been taken into custody.
That's right. He has been taken into custody. He is on his way to the federal courthouse here in Boston, where he will be processed. He will be in the custody of U.S. Marshals. Likely that there will be some type of arraignment either later today or tomorrow, depending on when the charging documents come out. We're still waiting for those.
Almost simultaneously, just a few minutes after this, the Department of Defense spokesperson said, of course, there are stringent guidelines in place for safeguarding classified information like this, but he added this was a deliberate and criminal act, a violation of those guidelines. So he clearly, the spokesperson seemed to be wanting to make clear this wasn't information that just accidentally became public or was leaked out. And then just a few moments ago, the Attorney General of the United States, Merrick Garland, spoke. And I believe what we're looking at right now is in the middle of your screen, that silver SUV. That is, we believe, the SUV that when he was taken into custody and removed from the scene in Dighton, that is the vehicle he is in.
Right, he's traveling and on his way to Boston at this point with federal agents, and he will remain in the custody of the U.S. Marshals, where there will be charging documents. He will appear in federal court before a federal judge, outlining the charges that Merrick Garland talked about earlier, and they're continuing their investigation. There's a lot more to this, they believe, in this case.
And I believe we have that statement from the Attorney General, Merrick Garland, just a few moments ago.
I'm joined today by Deputy Attorney General Lisa Monaco and FBI Director Paula. Today, the Justice Department arrested Jack Douglas Teixeira in connection with an investigation into alleged unauthorized removal, retention, and transmission of classified national defense information. Teixeira is an employee of the United States Air Force National Guard. FBI agents took Teixeira into custody earlier this afternoon without incident. He will have an initial appearance at the U.S. District Court for the District of Massachusetts. I want to thank the FBI, Justice Department prosecutors, and our colleagues at the Department of Defense for their diligent work on this case. This investigation is ongoing. We will share more information at the appropriate time. Thanks, everyone.
So obviously, the Department of Defense ready, the Attorney General ready with a statement. These developments are happening very quickly this afternoon, Cheryl.
Well, this has been an ongoing investigation for quite some time. The documents were leaked around February 28th, March 1st. And so they've been investigating since that time. As you heard there, he'll make an initial appearance this afternoon in U.S. federal court here in Boston. Then we will see the charging documents and whatever other documents that they have showing some of the evidence that they have in this case, not all of it.
So stay with CBS News Boston. We'll have continual updates on WBZ.com, but also streaming right here on CBS News Boston throughout the afternoon. And then a full analysis and update for you on WBZ News beginning at 5 o'clock. Cheryl Fiandaca, thanks so much.